Okay, guys, let me tell you the time that our neighbors was being weird, So, keep in mind, guys, I got a turtle, right? And I always take him outside to walk him, right? So, I came outside, right? And not thinking nothing is gonna go or happen, So, I put my turtle on the floor, right? And he just straight up runs away from me because he wanted to walk. I'm not dramatic, you guys. I mean, legitly. He started dashing. He started running as fast as he can. So, he's walking away from me, my turtle. And I sat right next to the chair, right? And I'm just watching my turtle walk around, I'm like, go, turtle, go on to the opposite side, Go hide under the tree or something, Go walk around. Do your exercise type of stuff, And I'm looking at my device, plugging it in because there's like an outlet right next to me, right? So I'm plugging it in, right? I had a gut feeling, right? I was like down. I was like finding like some anime to watch, because I'm like there, Usually when I take out my turtle to walk, he just walks everywhere, and he have like a good time, right? Until he wants to go back to the door, and then that signaled me that he want to go back inside, right? He sit on my foot, then he's resting because he don't want to sit on the he don't want to lay on like the floor area. So yeah. So my gut was like saying, pick up your head, right? So I picked up my head. I looked in the direction of our neighbors, So I looked, right? And in my head, I looked at the window, right? And guess who was peering through the window, right? Our next door neighbor. He was just watching me. Legitly watching me. And he was not even hiding. That's the scary part, man. Like, if you don't watch someone, at least hide when they find out you're looking at them, He was just watching me. He was like this. Like this, just watching me. And I'm watching him watch me, and I'm like, am I going to sit here and make this weird neighbor, watch me? Or go back inside? I thought about it. I looked at my charger, and I was like, it needs a little bit more charge. And then I looked at my turtle, and guess what? I couldn't find my turtle because he was having a fun time, He was just walking around, and I couldn't find him. So I give it a couple minutes because maybe my turtle will go to a side that I can see him, right? That never happened, So now I'm panicking because I'm still seeing this guy looking at me, man. And I was like, okay, this is going to happen, right? So I found my turtle, right? I picked him up, I scooped him up, man, right? And I went to the door because I was like, fuck this shit, I'm out, So I opened the door, right? I went back inside my house, right? And I put my turtle back in his container, right? I looked outside. He was still looking outside the door, of the window door. And I was like, what a weirdo, I was like to sit there and make him watch me, just eyeball me, I'm like, nah, this not gonna work. Like, where do you think this is gonna happen? You don't think I see you? I see you. Maybe you don't think I don't see you, but I see you. And I was gonna get up and go, I was like, no. My turtle was actually mad at this point because he's like, yeah, you brought me outside to walk, right? And now you're gonna bring me back inside to not walk, And I was like, yeah, turtle. I already know what is on your mind, like type shit, I already know. You're mad as hell, So he was in a bad mood, walking around, throwing up the rocks, and I'm like, turtle, you can't be doing that. Like that. This strange neighbor was just watching me a while ago. You can't just be mad at me. I'm trying to save your life and my life, type shit, But he didn't even want to hear that, So I'm arguing with Pee-wee. Pee-wee's looking at me in like an angry face, and start pushing out the rocks and throwing them out of the way, and going into a little corner and just sitting there. I'm like, wow, you're really going to be that way. I brought you outside, but I had to take you back in because of those strange weirdo, type stuff, Yeah, that was the time that my neighbors was being weird, you know, just watching me outside their window. Weird, right? Click and subscribe, turn your notifications on, and bye.